Hello everyone, I'm Mithra. Welcome back. It's time to hunt Gorm level 2. We're doing that because last settlement phase we finally got Song of the Brave, so we're going to hunt Gorm level 2 and get rid of Gorm Climate. Gorm Climate's always on our timeline, and we always have to resolve it. We're going to get rid of that. Our settlement phases have all kinds of stuff written on our timeline. Speaking of last settlement phase was the long one. As people noticed, there was all kinds of stuff going on, all kinds of story events to resolve. So getting rid of Gorm Climate is great to do that, slow that down. The other thing is, remember, we are playing a Twilight Knight in Training campaign variant, which means that if Kenna dies, the season is over. So when there was the opportunity last settlement phase, when the Regal visit came, that I had to accept something that wouldn't kill her, right? So even though it was a bad outcome, it didn't kill her, so it didn't end the entire campaign. Another thing I did, because, it's just so long, the settlement phase was going so long, I could tell, was I just killed, there was an opportunity to kill, I think it was from Society Principle, when we chose Romantic. Someone had to die, and I had the opportunity to choose someone. I just chose the person whose record sheet I had in my hand because I could tell the settlement phase was taking a while. So I didn't want to make it's already like an hour-long video. So that was a bad play. Someone pointed that out too. I should have killed someone who had already used their lifetime reroll. That is 100% the correct play. I will do that. I will make that change. Because like I said, I think I just killed someone who was newly born because, like I said, I had their record sheet in my hand. So that was not right. They still had their reroll. I should have kept them. I will make that change. I don't know. The next settlement phase, I guess. So here we go. Hunt of a Gorm. Finally, we get to level 2 Gorm. We get to finally get rid of, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, we'll get to finally get rid of Gorm Climate, which would be great. So that's what we're doing, hunting level 2 Gorm. We have Kenna going out, as always. She's going to have 7 survival, 13 insanity. She's got her regular gear here. As you can see, I've gone ahead and upgraded to the 1.6 stuff, so Monster Grease is now flammable, but she'll have 5 at her head location and 2 at every other location, and she's got her Twilight Sword. Next is Yisa going out again. Now, Yisa's only got 1 more level until she becomes a Sword Master, so I guess I'm just not going to get that thing unless I get it now. The Sword in the Stone thing. I was hoping to get it. I don't know. Well, hopefully we get it this hunt, or I don't know what I'm going to do. But she is finally wearing the full Vagabond armor. So here is the Vagabond armor. As you can see here, she'll have the tabard, the hard breastplate, which she does have the affinities for, so she will ignore the first severe injury she suffers each showdown. Then the leather skirt, the leather bracers, and the cloth leggings. So that allows her to complete the Vagabond armor, and the Vagabond armor is +1 to all locations, and while wearing this, you have the benefits of Sword Mastery and Sword Specialization. Now, the reason why we're doing that is because eventually we're not going to take her out anymore. I can't keep taking someone who's already a master of something unless I respec her, but she's very aged up, so it's not going to help to respec her either. So the Vagabond armor set will make other people masters. So again, now she is considered a sword specialist, or a sword master as well. So a sword master gains +1 accuracy, +1 strength, and +1 speed with a sword. So she has her scrap sword and the greater gax. So she'll be using the scrap sword, and then hopefully, perhaps, maybe switching to the gax afterwards, but we'll see what happens. Then we have Lee. Lee's going out with 7 survival, 7 insanity. She's going to have 3 head, 3 body, 3 waist, 1 arms, 1 legs. The way is, as you can see here from her grid, she doesn't have any armor at the legs or the hands, but she's got the round leather shield, which we finally just made, so that's going to give her +1 to all locations. So, great. That's how she's getting the armor at her arms and legs. Next, and finally, we have Tyson, who's going out. Tyson is now a bowmaster. He finally got it, so none of his bows will have cumbersome, and they are all going to be deadly too, which is great. As you can see, he's got 2 bows. I just gave him the Sunshark bow just because I have it. Whatever. But now the Catgut bow is no longer cumbersome as long as Tyson uses it. However, he has Clawhead arrow, so for this fight, as long as Tyson's going out, our bowmaster is okay. I don't think we'll be taking him out as much anymore, but it is what it is. People are reaching mastery, and I'm trying to get away from that. Taking them out, I mean. So that's, again, why I made the Vagabond armor, and why I made the Sun Shark bow, because it's not cumbersome. So, let's go with the hunt, finally. Let's go. So the first 2 are going to be Gorm events, so we're just going to go with Kenna first, and we have Mating Fields. Ahead, the ground is covered in mounds of foul-smelling, corrosive vomit. Any of the survivors may choose to investigate. Each that does gains +1 courage and rolls on the table. Otherwise, they have to roll a random hunt event if no survivors. So we're going to have someone investigate. We're not going to have everybody, because I don't want to... I'm trying not to trigger bold with people. So, we're going to roll on here, but we're only going to do it with... we can do it with... What can happen? Can Kenna die? Yeah, okay, so we'll just do it with Kenna and Yisa, because, again, I don't want to do it with Lee or Tyson, because I need to get Matchmaker. So I need them to trigger bold in the settlement. So, not going to do it with them, because they would trigger bold on the hunt. So, let's go first with Kenna. Now, at least we are investigating. So, each that does gains +1 courage. We go. First one's first. Kenna. 10, which is great. 1 random Gorm resource. So, Kenna gets a Gorm resource. Now, Yisa is also a Gorm resource. Wow. That's good. It's really good. But hopefully that doesn't swing back on me. So here we go. We'll get the Gorm resource here. Sorry, I placed the Gorm resources literally right in front of the camera. Not intentional. I didn't think I would need it. So here we go. Gorm resources. Ba. Ba. Okay, meaty rib and mammoth hand. So there we go. Meaty rib, mammoth hand, whatever. There we go. I won't put this back in front of the camera. So, that was the first one. That was Kenna. Now, we don't want to do it with Yisa, even though it is a Gorm event, so we'll do it with Lee. So, let's go ahead with Lee here. Itchy palms. What do we got here? The survivors come across a field of huge boulders worn on all sides with deep, smooth grooves. If any survivor has 3 understanding, yeah, I'm pretty sure we do have someone with 3 understanding. Yeah, we do. They realize the Gorms use these to scratch their enormous, delicate palms. Armed with these fresh tracks, they may hasten to the quarry, skipping the next hunt space. If this removes the survivor, it's into the... Oh, man. I have to skip the next hunt phase? Or I don't want to do that. I kind of want these random hunt events, because I want to get, the card. Alright. Okay, I guess we skip the next hunt. It says May, but... Yeah, I mean, I also do have the key, so I kind of want to be rolling, but at the same time, I don't really want to be rolling on random hunt events. I guess I'm not going to skip it. Yeah, I'm not going to skip it. I need to get Sword and Stone if I can. Okay, so now we'll go with Issa. Random hunt event. Okay, random hunt event. What are we getting? 79. I think that's another key. Isn't 79 or is it 72? Yeah, 79 is stupid prospector again. I got the stupid key again. If your settlement has a portcullis key, the prospector is gone. Roll on the hunt event table before moving on the board, okay? Okay, so we roll again on the table. 75, which just goes a little bit back on the same exact page. Think it's the same exact thing. Oops. Stumbling through the darkness, the event revealer crashes into the ground, crushing their lantern beneath them. The living light inside the lantern becomes agitated by the survivor's clumsiness and burns a piece of gear. The event revealer archives one gear of their choice from their gear grid. Okay. Great. Looks like we lose a monster grease. Good job. Losing a monster grease again, because it's all I ever do is lose monster grease. Okay. Next, we have Tyson. Come on. Another random hunt event. This was not worth it, like, at all here. 44. Alright, 44. Let's go to that. 44. Opportunists. While investigating their quarry's tracks, the survivors realize they are hunting not one, but two monsters. The two sets of tracks soon separate, leaving the event revealer to pick which tracks to follow. If they follow the larger tracks, continue hunting as normal. If they follow the smaller tracks, start the showdown immediately. At the start of the showdown, the monster suffers 5 wounds. If the survivors are victorious, they gain half the basic resources and half the monster resources. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm kind of fighting this just to get rid of Gorm Climate, but at the same time, we kind of want, like, resources? I mean, our gear grids are already, like, pretty bad. Well, they're not terrible. They just improved a whole bunch because I wasn't able to craft for a while. But, like, I need gear. So, and I've already gotten some stuff here on the hunt. So, yeah, I'm not going to do it. So we're just going to do as normal, I guess. Great. And that's the end of the event. So now we do this one. We'll do this with Kenna. This went super well. I'm so glad that I decided to do those. The survivors pass a finely armored man commanding a retinue of slaves who are busily butchering the remains of an enormous Gorm. The man proudly invites the survivors to marvel at his skill. Roll 1d10. Great. This is Kenna, because it has to be. This is the event revealer. So let's see what happens. 4. Man warns you of danger just beyond your vicinity. You may re-roll one random hunt. This is a joke. This hunt phase is a joke. Okay. Overwhelming darkness now. We have Song of the Brave, so this is just a joke. All right, so everyone's gonna walk Path of the Brave because we have because we have Song of the Brave. Okay, and starting with Kenna. 3. You punch yourself in the face to chase away doubt. Gain -1 accuracy token, so that's gonna be nothing because Song of the Brave, you get rid of your negative tokens, and we're gonna fight the Gorm the next space since we're done with this. So nothing happens. Issa. 8. With your lantern held high, cut a path through the dark, suffer 1 event damage to your arms. Okay. Brings her down to 3 for her arms. Okay. Now Lee. Same thing. Brings her down to 3. Or that gets rid of her armor at our arms. And Tyson. 2. -1 accuracy token. Whatever. Does nothing because, again, Song of the Brave removes negative attribute tokens. So we'll just remove that. Alright, now we start with the Gorm, but first we have to do the Fetid Grotto, so we have to approach the cave. Approaching their quarry, the survivors are overcome by a sickening miasma. When the survivors arrive at the showdown, each survivor approaches the cave. Okay, here we go. During the aftermath, all victorious survivors make a blind exit. Okay, here we go. Approaching the cave with Kenna. She gets a 4. The entrance to the Gorm dens swims with putrid vapor. As the survivors consult amongst themselves in hushed, raspy tones, you decide to combat the miasma with little ingenuity, putting your waist armor on your head. Add your current waist armor points to your head armor points and reduce your waist armor points to 0. Okay. Waist armor goes down to 0. And head becomes 7. Okay, so her head becomes 7. Good. It's kind of ridiculous. As she was wearing a Twilight cloak, she could have just... Whatever. Whatever. Gain 2 insanity and 2 survival. I was already max insanity, or max survival. Just rack up that insanity. She's at 15. Alright. Now for Yisa. 3. What are we doing here? The weak stomach prevails. You stop at the mouth of the Gorm's den, doubled over in pain. Roll 1d10. 5. Suffer the collapsed lung, severe body injury. Great. So Yisa gets collapsed lung. What does that do? Forget. Body. Collapsed lung. You can't gain a bleeding token and -1 movement. So she'll just lose the -1 movement because, again, Song of the Brave, we're going to remove it on arrival here. So, I wonder how this triggers. Yeah, this is all on arrival, so it's all going to all arrival stuff all stacks. So we approach the cave, and then Song of the Brave is going to remove the -1 movement token. So, she does still gain a bleeding token, however. Okay. Now for Lee. 2. This same thing. Collapsed lung. She's going to gain a bleed and a -1 movement token, which she'll erase. Okay, so if Tyson gains a minus token, he's going to have to keep it or take the accuracy one from the overwhelming darkness. Yep, sure, why not? So, 1, what is this? You're hopelessly sickened and crawl your way back to the settlement without arriving at the showdown. Great! Do I want to re-roll that? I would have to use Kenna's re-roll. I guess I'm not re-rolling that. Wish that counted as a hunt re-roll. This is not part of the hunt because it's arrival for the showdown. So, yep. Okay. Tyson, we will not be fighting with Tyson. So, we're going just with Kenna, Yisa, and Lee to fight the Gorm here. And let's go draw the remaining 2 terrain for the Gorm setup. Oh my gosh. This has been like one of the worst hunts. Well, it could have been way worse, but he could have died on the hunt, I guess. He didn't technically die. Stone columns and giant stone face. Not going to go over these as we've had them before. Stone columns and giant stone face will be also set up. Alright, let me set up for the Gorm minus Tyson here. So we have the Gorm set up. Here's everything. As you can see, we're missing 1 survivor. which is just great. It's just great that that happened. I had no re-rolls. So let's look at the stuff for a level 2 Gorm here. So, level 2 Gorm has 11 toughness, 1 speed, 1 damage. It's going to be a 15 because it's got 9 basic, 5 advance, plus the regular old attack. The only difference is from a normal one is the Gorm Den here, which we pretty much already dealt with, but we just can't surge unless we spend double survival, so that sucks. Because, you know, I'm short one survivor now, so that kind of sucks. Then you have this for all survivors with 3 or less hunt experience, gain -2 accuracy, +2 strength. That doesn't happen because we don't have anybody with 3 or less in this hunt party. And then at the end of each monster turn, perform Retch, which is full move the Gorm 2 spaces backwards, and then vomit. So, Retch will happen right away, pretty much. There's no way to avoid it. So, let's go with, starting with the monster's turn, we have Wallop. So, Wallop is closest threat, in field of view, in range. So, we're just going to go here with Kenna. So, over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It has 6 movement, or 9 movement, actually. Yeah, so it's going to get to there. All the way to Kenna. And then 2 speed. It has +1 speed, right? Yeah, +1 speed, so it's 3 speed, 2 plus accuracy. She's got 4 evasion, so it's going to be a 6 plus accuracy. So 2. Gonna dodge 1 for sure. We'll see which one we're gonna dodge here. So it's gonna be 2 damage each, hopefully to the head. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna dodge the waist. We'll take the 2 to the head, bringing the head down to 5. Because she had so much extra there. So bring the head down to 5. She spends 1 survival to dodge the waist. She comes down to 6 survival. She has full rawhide. So let's see if we can get this back now. We do. So back up to 7. All right. Now, that's the end of this. But now we do muths. So, this is just going to be move the Gorm 2 spaces backwards. Survivors in the vomit zone suffer 2 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. So, 1, 2, backs up to there. 2 damage that ignores armor to a random hit location. To the feet. So, it's going to give a heavy injury to the feet, and it's going to knock her down. This is going very well to start off for sure. Next, we have the survivor's turn, which we're not going to be able to do much of anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get into the grass here with, that's Yisa, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or actually, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to get over to there. And then she'll block with the round shield. She'll block as well with her knuckle shield. Actually, this should probably be Yisa because it makes more sense because it's got a knuckle shield. Alright. So, looks like I'm going to have to do some more minis here to represent people better. So, yep. So this is Yisa with the knuckle shield and the sword. And then this just with the Lee with the club. Might have a better survivor. Alright. There we go. That's actually someone with a round leather shield. And kind of a club. Let's see. Now, so they're both blocking. And then we'll spend a survival with Lee. She'll come down to 6 to encourage. I think, correct? Yep, that'll work. Now we can go with Kenna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to the grass here and attack from the side. So Twilight Sword's a 3 speed. It's going to be a 2+ accuracy. No, it's actually going to be... Oh, yeah. So 2+ accuracy. Hitting on toughness. So it's got toughness 11. This has, like, strength 9. She's got 4. So it's going to wound on a 2. So going to... Speed 3. 2+. This is a miss. One of those is a perfect hit, but doesn't do anything. So that'll be 2 hits. 2. Okay. This, when attacking from the flank, you gain +2 strength. She doesn't need it. She's going to hit on a 2. And then this one is turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge and full move forward in a straight line. So this is going to make it move. So we'll do this first one first. What I say, so 2+ to wound. It's also a 8+ to crit. So 8+ to crit, and just not a 1. So that is a critical. There's no reaction on this. The Gorm's teeth rain onto the ground. The attacker gains 1 random Gorm resource and +1 courage. She's max courage. So that's going to do 1 wound. I'll do the resource here in a second. So then, again, same thing. It's going to be a 2+ wounding or critting on an 8. Not a crit, not a failure. So, full move to the face the opposite board edge. So, random Gorm resource. And then we're going to move him. Random Gorm resource. Here we go. Gorm Brain. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I have to. I mean, I have to win anyway because otherwise the campaign's over because Kenna will lose. But I got a Gorm Brain. That's amazing. that's absolutely amazing. So, all right. Now let's do this full moving. So to face the opposite board edge. So he's going to face the opposite board edge now because he was facing that way. And full move forward in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to run right into the wall. There we go. That's that. Not great. I was hoping he would attack Kenna because she's in the grass now, but that's still fine. All this is fine. All right. Gorm's turn. Drawing. Here we go. Closest threat. Facing in range. Okay, so there's none in facing. Closest threat in field of view. I think these two are equidistant. 1, 2, 3. Yep, these two are equidistant. So we're going to have the attack Yisa over here. And then no target, whatever. So attacking Yisa. Move and attack target. So it's going to turn, but pretty sure it's all equidistant. So he's going to move 1, 1 here, 1, 1 there. So I'm just going to have him go up the 1, 1, and then turn. Or no, because it's equidistant. I don't want him to retch. So he'll collide. So what we'll do is move up 1, over 1, and this is fine enough. It all was 2 moves anyway. All right. Now, speed 2, because he's got +1 speed. Accuracy 2+. Yisa is in the grass. That's going to give her 2 more. And she has natural 1 evasion. So it's going to be a speed 2, accuracy 5+. Speed 2, accuracy 5+. That's 2 hits. She's going to block 1 and dodge 1. So there's going to be no damage. So, no damage. Spend 1 survival. She goes down to 6. So she had blocked, dodged. Then, that is that. Now, we retch, which just backs him up 1 space. And then, He stops because he hits the board edge, and then he does Wretch. So, 2 damage to the body. Just ignoring hits, so it's going to be heavy to the body of Yisa. Okay. That knocks Yisa down. All fine, all good. Alright. Now, back to the survivor's turn. Looks like we're going to have to encourage this time with Kenna. So, let's go 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just get Kenna to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then she'll encourage. Get her to stand. Brings her down to 6. Survival. We will roll because of the rawhide. 6 plus, get it back. So then she'll gain the survival back. She goes back up to 7. Okay. Now, let's go with Yisa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we'll just go to here. 2, 3. So, Yisa will attack with her scrap sword first. Just to get mastery here. So, scrap sword. It is going to be a 3 speed. Because she has sword mastery from the set. So it'll be 3 speed, accuracy 3 plus, 3 speed 3 plus. All right, here we go. Accuracy 3 speed 3 plus. Okay, that's 2 hits. 1, 2. These are both the same exact card. Except for the top one could knock him down if we critical. So we'll do the top one. Here, they're both the same exact card. So the top one could knock him down if we critical. Let's go for that first. Actually, we can roll and decide which one to hit because we do have sword proficiency. So when attacking with a sword after drawing hit locations, make a wound attempt and then select the hit location for that result. So, if it's not a critical, we'll wound the other one. If it is a critical, we'll try to knock him down. So, here we go. I think it's an automatic wound. So, Yisa has 5 strength. Scrap Sword has 3. So, that's 8. So, it's not an automatic wound. It's going to be a 3 plus. So, yeah, 3 plus because he's got 11. So, it's a 3 plus to wound. She does not have deadly because I couldn't complete all the affinities. So it's a 3 plus to wound, and that's it. 3 plus to wound. So that's a miss. Okay, so we're going to miss on this one. And attempt to knock him down again. Okay, so here we go again. It's going to be a 3 plus or a 10 to wound. Yep, 3 plus or 10. It's a 4, so that is a wound, but he's going to vomit. So that does cause a wound. And that gives her her mastery. She's now a sword master, but she has it anyway because of the armor. Now we will perform Wretch. Move the Gorm 2 spaces backwards, so it's going to go this way. Because it's starting its movement against the board edge, so 1 space, 2 spaces backwards. Alright, and then Vomit, which is the same thing. It's just going to be 2 damage to the hands. Ignores armor. Whatever, so that's a heavy to the hands. Okay, this knocks her down. She's now knocked down. Alright. Now let's go with Lee here. Lee has the Riot Mace, which would be great. So we're going to move in with this. Okay. Actually, I think I need to wound with shield. Yeah, I do. I need to wound with shield first. Okay, attempting to wound with shield. Attempting to wound with shield. Yeah, it's gonna be a 1 speed. 1 speed 6+ to attempt to wound with this shield. I guess, yeah, 1 speed 6+. Oof. Yeah, 1 speed 6+. Here we go. That's a perfect hit. So nothing happens on a perfect hit. But we do hit. Ha. Okay, so we get 2 strength. That's great. This is actually really good. Okay, so we get 2 strength. Leather shield only has 1 strength. We're getting +2. And she has 3 natural strength. So it's going to be a 5+ to wound here. Yeah, 5+ to wound with the shield. That's actually critical because she has luck charm. Yeah, that's a critical. Nice. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite port. Not nice. And move forward in a straight line. At the end, its movement, the monster is knocked down. Okay, whatever. So it's knocked down, but it's running away. We did score the wound. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to knock it down. So it's going to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. It's going to get all the way to the board edge. And then it's going to knock itself down, but it's going to stand immediately because it's its turn anyway. And then I deal the 1 wound with the shield. And now Lee is at least a shield specialist. All right. I guess I should dash with Kenna, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll dash with Kenna. She'll come down to 6 survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get her to here. That means the Gorm would come here, the back up 2. It wouldn't retch on anybody, so that'd be fine. Okay. That makes Kenna the closest, which is fine for now. Okay. Let's go. Man, this is just not very good. Okay, here we go. Next card. Aggravated Bite. Okay. Closest threat, facing none. Okay. Closest threat, field of view, that's Kenna now. And it's going to move, as I said, so it's going to move, well, is it equidistant? 1, 2, so it could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. It's equidistant, so it's going to go like this. Okay, and then it's going to speed 3, my bad, because of this +1 speed. So 3 speed, accuracy, what is her accuracy? So she got 4 evasion, so it's accuracy 6+, 3 speed, 6+ accuracy. It's 2 again, and it's going to cause after damage this time. So we'll see where these damage go. She's going to have to dodge 1. This is the start of a new round, so she could gain back the survival. Body and feet. I think body is no good, right? Oh, no, feet is no good. Okay, so she's going to dodge feet. I could... No, yeah. I'll spend the survival. She goes down to 5. And not get it back. And then take this to the body, which is 2 damage. So that gets rid of all of her body. And then after damage, bleed 1. Okay, bleed 1. Okay, then retch. Just going to back up, bump into the wall, and retch for 2 damage. To the head, but it ignores whatever. So it's going to cause a severe injury. Boop. Oh wait, it's 2 damage to the head. So yeah, it's going to cause a severe injury. Actually cause a severe injury to the head. Severe head injury, not great here. Okay. 6. Death. Suffer -1 permanent evasion. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Okay. Death. Okay, -1 permanent evasion. So her evasion goes down to just 1. That brings it down to 3 total. And she gains a bleed token, right? Is that what it said? You gain a bleed token? Gain 1 bleeding token. Okay, so now she's death. Okay. I can't. Our Bitter Frenzy is when you're frenzied. You can. I couldn't remember what Bitter Frenzy was off the top of my head. Bitter Frenzy is when you're survival, or when you're frenzied, you can spend survival still. Okay, so I just realized. Also, I had Monster Grease on her, but she's not supposed to have Monster Grease because she's squeamish. Right? Squeamish is the one where you can't depart with whatever. Any stinky gear, yeah. That's right. So she shouldn't be able to use Monster Grease, so that's going to bring her down to 2. I think everyone else had Monster Grease. Yeah, everyone else had Monster Grease, so this should have been on Tyson, who's not even here anymore anyway. So, whatever. I don't think that would have affected anything, because I rolled pretty high on all these. I think... So having 1 less accuracy would have made no difference, I don't think. Okay, because I think I pretty much hit on all... Yeah, he was rolling, 3 dice, and I hit 2 or 3 times every time. I think the other ones were like a 1 or something. I don't know if it made an effect. I just realized she was squeamish. Okay, so that's the end of Kenna tanking. I was hoping that I could tank for a little bit since she still had the reroll, but I guess now someone else will have to tank and hopefully not die. This is not going well. Alright. Alright, so let's go with... Let's go with Lee first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get her to here. Okay, attacking with Lee. With the Riot Mace this time. So if I critical, I can do deadly action. Okay. Or I can do basic action, I mean. Okay, so 2 speed. 5 plus, she's got accuracy 1. So it's going to be a 4 plus to hit. No, she's got accuracy 2. So 3 plus to hit, my bad. That's a perfect hit. Oops. I have nothing on perfect hits. Okay, so that's 1 perfect hit. When you attack from the flank, plus 2 strength, which is not really that necessary. It's going to put her at 10 strength, so anything but a 1 now wounds, but... Alright. Let's just hope that we wound, or we critical. So she's got plus 2 luck. So she's going to crit on a 8 plus. Yeah, Lee will crit on an 8 plus. That is a critical even without all the luck charms and everything. It's just a critical wound. It's gimped. Okay, but it's going to perform basic action now. So, to help me remember that, I'm going to put basic action here. Or, well, it might move there. Okay, I have to remember to do basic... I'll remember to do basic action. So, basic action is going to just basically do the same attack it always does all the time anyway. Just without chances of bleed. Okay, and I caused a wound. This thing is quite a bit of health, so I'm probably going to have to surge. Or surging... I guess I should surge to Cat Eye Circle it. So, I'm going to surge, come down to 5 survival, and Cat Eye Circle it. Nothing. Flank. So something's going to cause basic action, which is just not good. Okay, so that one's just not good. This one's fine. And this is also something that could perform Wretch. These are just not great. But we're going to attack with Kenna, so we have no real choice here. We'll put the basic action 1/3, I guess. All in all, not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no, 1, 2. Yeah. I don't need to attack from the flank with Kenna. Even if it attacks, it doesn't matter. So I can attack here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just attack from there. Okay, here we go. 3 speed. Accuracy 2+. So here we go. 3 speed, accuracy 2+. Okay, that's going to be 3 hits. We know exactly what they are. Flank, again, doesn't matter. These are just all failures, but it's going to be pretty hard to fail. So let's go ahead and do the basic attack, or the flank one first, because it doesn't matter with Kenna. She's got 9 strength, plus 4 natural strength. Thing's only got 11 toughness. She's going to wound on anything but a 1. That's actually a critical. The attacker gains the Mammoth Hunting Fighting Art. The Gorm is enraged and gains +1 damage token. Great. I'm so glad you crit there. +1 damage token. Another one. Great. Happy that that happened. So it's got +2 damage now. Mammoth Hunting Fighting Art. So there we go. Gave it its token. Doing its damage. And let's gain Mammoth Hunting. I think this is actually going to replace something. We can replace Berserker. I forget what Berserker is. There's Mammoth Hunting. Doesn't actually help, but I have to take it. So just gain +1 strength. What's Berserker? Where's Berserk? Yeah. So we're going to get rid of that and just get rid of Berserker and gain +1 strength when attacking from adjacent spaces. So when attacking from the flank, pretty much. Okay. Plus, so she's got Mammoth Hunter instead of Berserker anymore. Whatever. Mammoth Hunter. All right. She doesn't need the strength. So here we go again. We just hope we don't fail. So anything but a 1. That's another critical. The monster dribbles vicious blood. All survivors in the vomit zone gain +3 insanity. That's just her. Great. She's up to 18 insanity. And that's a wound. So 18 insanity, that's another wound. And anything but a 1. Not a critical, but it's also not a failure. So that's another wound. I guess I'm surging here. I really have no choice but to surge here. Because I had to try to kill him. I guess I could dash away. Because, yeah, his hit location's deck is like halfway gone now. Pretty likely I'm probably going to start drawing the trap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. So he's got 8 hits left. I'd rather draw the trap once and then start surging with Kenna. So, I guess I'm going to dash away. Because I don't want her to be targeted by basic action. So we're going to dash. Brings her down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's fine. 4 is good enough. I guess I'll go 5. Yeah, because it's going to target Lee here. I can't remember if I went down the extra survival for surging. Well, here's the other thing I can do. I can encourage with Kenna. No, I can't. That's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. Lee is just going to get attacked here. It is what it is. I can't stop it. Lee's going to get attacked here. Let's just... Okay. What can I do? What can I do? Really nothing I can do in this situation. So it's going to do basic action, which is going to be 3 speed, accuracy, 4+. Hopefully we just miss a lot, I guess. That's what I'm hoping for. And it did. It missed a lot. It missed twice. And then I can just dodge this. Okay, so spending 1 survival, she goes into 4, dodging, then backing up to 1 space, 2 space, retching, and then Lee takes 2 damage to the body. Fine enough. Okay, gives her a heavy wound there. Okay. Okay, so now Yisa is up. She spent her time down there. Okay, she can go, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. She can get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm going to cat eye circle it. 1, 2. There's the trap. Wow. Okay, so the trap is going to... What's the trap going to do? So, it's going to full move the Gorm towards the attacker. If the monster ends movement adjacent to the attacker, the Gorm headbutts them. Attacker suffers 2 damage to the head location. Okay, so Lee could take this. Turn the monster to face the most survivors. Each survivor in the monster's facing is knocked down and suffers brain damage. Okay, so it's not going to knock down... So if I trigger this with Lee... Lee would go there. The Gorm wouldn't have to move. It's just going to headbutt her. She'll take 2 damage to the head. And then the monster's going to look this way still, because this is the most survivors. And all they'll be knocked down and take... This is just the best way of doing this. This is just the best way of doing this, given the situation I'm currently in, with only 2 survivors and pretty much Lightning being the one who's going to... Or kind of the one doing all the damage here. So, we're just going to move forward now. Spend the 2 extra survival to surge. That will bring her down to 2. She'll just attack with the Riot Mace, which has the best chance of hitting, as it's going to be a 3+ to hit with the Riot Mace. It did. So 3+ to hit. It hits. I draw the trap, and we just discussed what the trap's going to do. So, trap. Doesn't need to move. It's going to just headbutt her. Alright. Gorm headbutts them with enormous skull enlarged frantically atop its head. Attacker suffers 2 damage to the head location. Alright. 2 damage to the head location. That's going to bring her down to 1. Then, turn the monster to face the most survivors, which it already is, are knocked down and suffer 2 brain damage. Okay, so these 2 are knocked down. Beep, bop. Suffer 2 brain damage each. So Lee comes down to 5. Issa comes down to 6. And now we shuffle up the hit location deck here. And we go with Lightning. Or, well, with Kenna. One, two, three, beep. All right, and now we just hope to do 6 damage. Would be great. I just hope to do 6 damage here. So 3 speed, 2+. So all these hit. 3 hits. Just don't be the trap. 1, 2, 3. We can go with the death blow because it doesn't do anything, and then the wound one that causes Wretch will be last. Okay, so the death blow just doesn't do anything. It's just a hit. Just a hit location as far as we're concerned. There's no crit on it, so whatever, just as long as I don't roll 1. Okay, no crit on it, whatever. It's a wound. I just need wounds. 1 wound. Now this. Again, I crit on a 2. So, or not a 2. I crit on an 8 and wound on a 2. That's a wound. It's not a failure. Not a crit either. Another wound. Oops. Didn't need to pick up another dice. Okay, what's this one now? This one is on a wound. So this one is going to be 2+ and it retches, or 8+ and I crit. So it's going to retch, but it's another wound. So perform Retch, which is, again, unfortunate. Lee is just getting pummeled here. Move the Gorm 2 spaces backwards. So that would have been here. Yeah. Here. And retching, so it's going to do 2 damage onto poor Lee here to the waist. That just causes a heavy injury. Oh, right. And that was a wound. Did I get rid of a wound here? Yeah, I think I'd already got rid of one of the wounds. Okay, so surging, spending 2 survival, brings her down to 2. Let's roll to see if we get the survival back. We do on a 6+. She gains 2 because she's Thrill Seeker, so that puts her back up to 4. So she spent 2 to surge. Thrill Seeker got 2 back. Keeps her at 4. Here we go. 3 speed again, hitting everything on 2s. That's a 1 miss. So only 2 cards. 1, 2, whatever. These both do have criticals. So one of them is going to cause them to move on a failure. So here we go. Anything but a 1 and an 8 crits. So that's a wound. Okay. And here we go again. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge. This is if I fail. So 2+ to wound, 8 critical. It's not a failure. So we shuffle these up. And that one's gone. Okay, now I just need to live this turn. As long as I live this turn, I can surge to dash away and... No, I mean I could dash, run away, and then poor Lee will probably get targeted some more. But I think that's what I have to do, so I'll spend 1 survival, come down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hope that it's not a threat targeting or whatever. So, here we go. Drawing. Yeah. Scratch. Closest threat. Facing. So closest threat facing is none of them. Because they're not threats. They're the ones now closest threat in field of view. So this is going to be kind of... So it's going to be 1, 2, 3... Yeah, all the way over. Okay. So it's going to be 2 speed. Accuracy 4+ now. 2 speed, accuracy 4+. That's 2 hits. It's going to cause damage. Reduce armor. Okay, so first I need to roll, and then I'm going to dodge one, and then the armor's coming down on the body. So armor's coming down on body. She didn't have any body anyway. So it's going to do 3 damage there. It's going to cause a heavy body injury. She comes down to 2 survival because I had to spend 1 to dodge. So it's going to cause a heavy body injury. And then we're going to get wretched, which is just going to be really bad. So heavy body injury. 2. That's going to be a instant death. So we're going to have to re-roll it. So that's re-rolls now with Kenna. Here we go. A 9. Collapsed lung. Gain -1 movement. So Kenna's re-roll has now been used. That's not good. She's going to gain another bleeding, which is also not good. She's at 3 bleed. And she's got -1 movement. So, whatever. That's just temporary token, right? Body... Yeah, it's just a token. So that's just -1 movement token, which is fine. So she has 4 movement now. Okay, now it's going to perform Retch. So 1, 2, and we just hope... oh, she's also knocked down because of the heavy injury. So, we just hope. But these 2 are standing up because it's the end of the monster's turn. So, what am I doing? Not those dice. These dice. So it's going to be 2 damage to some location. To the arms, which... Whew. Okay, we cannot get wretched anymore because that's a heavy location. That's heavy everywhere now. So these 2 stand. Bloop, bleep. Yisa? Right? He's only got 3 hits left, so... Yisa over here, you're going to spend 1 survival. You're going to come down to 5. You're going to encourage Kenna. Now, Lee, my friend, you are Cat Eye Circleting. 1, 2, 3. Not great. Okay, there's no trap here, but it happens on wounds, so this one doesn't matter. This one will perform Retch, so it would back up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these 2 are going to perform Retch. That means Kenna cannot attack into both of these. So Kenna cannot attack into both of those. So we're going to put one that gives +2 strength when attacking from the flank on top, and then the 2 wretches will be there. Okay. So what we can do now is move with Lee. 1, 2, 3. Get to here, and if it does wretch, it just backs up. So we've got going to attack now. Spend all of our survival. So Lee goes down to nothing to surge and attack with the Riot Mace, which would be 2 speed, accuracy 3+. It's only going to be 1 hit. God. Okay, it's only going to be 1 hit, but it's going to be this one with the 2 strength. So it's going to give 2 strength +3. It's a 9. So it's going to be 10. Anything but a 1 and crits on a 8. So That's a critical. What does it do? Gorm's teeth right on the ground. The attacker gains 1 random Gorm resource and +1 courage. So another Gorm resource, and Lee gains... God! Lee gains courage, which is not great. She's going to trigger Bull during the showdown, which is just terrible. I forget what Bull does during the showdown, but pretty sure it's not great. Pretty sure it's like the... Yeah. Oh no, Stalwart. This one's fine. It's the Hunt one that I didn't... Oh no, it's because I want Matchmaker. That's why I didn't want to trigger it. So, Bold, Stalwart, here we go. Ignore being knocked down from brain trauma and Intimidate. 6. +3 survival and 3 insanity. Whatever. So she gains 3 survival and goes up to 8 insanity. Good, I guess. 3 survival, 8 insanity. Does the 1 wound. So there's 2 wounds left. It's just going to do scratch now all the time. Can I get there with Isa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'd have to dash. So Yisa's going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, yep. Yisa's dashing. I know this is going to perform Retch, so it's going to cause him to back up twice, but I just need to hit. Wait. Yisa can attack with a Gax and still hit him if she hits twice. Okay. Let's go Yisa. Greater Gax. It's going to be a 5+ to hit. Yep, 5+ to hit. So, yep, 5+ to hit. Not the best here. She did. She got 2 hits. It's not a perfect hit. Okay, 5+ to hit. She got it. It's going to be the 2 things that cause Retch. Okay. Oh, I forgot to gain the random Gorm resource too. So, random Gorm resource from the last critical. Stout vertebrate. Okay. Okay, so let's try to get the one where it's knocked down. Or, well, I can choose, because, again... Oh, no, I can't. She's attacking with the Gax. So, here we go. Gax is... What is it? 4 strength. Yisa has 5. So, it's a 3+ to wound. That's a critical. Okay? At the start of each monster's turn, roll when monster's knocked down. Whatever. So, that cancels the reaction, which is fine. Cancels the reaction. Does 1 damage. This is a persistent injury, whatever. So now, she just needs a wound here. So 3+ and she kills it. That's a 3, right? 3+ kills it? Greater Gax has 4. She has 5, that's 9. It has 11 toughness, correct? Yeah, 3+ kills it. Alright, good, she killed it. Whew. And that kills it. Good. Good job. Who was that? Yisa. Good job, Yisa. Now, let's get out of this place. Because there could still be bad things that could end up with people dying here. Since I need to make an escape, they could take damage. Okay, Fetid Grotto. Now I need to do a blind exit. Okay, sickened and exhausted, the survivors attempt to investigate the Hazy Gorm Den. I really don't want to investigate the Hazy Gorm Den. People are bleeding to death, but, you know, stupid game, I guess. I guess you really want to risk life and death, because Kenna could die from this. The whole campaign would end because they feel like, you know, they're sickened and exhausted. They want to investigate more. So here we go. I could completely die from this. End the campaign. Should be able to just optionally do this, but, you know, whatever. Here we go. 5. Don't die from this. 5. Find the jiggling, delicate mass of a newborn Gorm helplessly laying in the oozing nest of debris. If you have 3+ courage... Yes, she does. She's maxed. You may slay the infant and gain 1 random Gorm resource. If you do, the ghostly cry of the Gorm shakes you to your core, gaining the megalophobia disorder. I would like to get rid of one of my disorders. Would like to get rid of Squeamish. I guess I'd rather have Megalophobia than Squeamish. If you do not slay the Gorm, I do not want Honorable. So we're going to slay the Gorm. Honorable is a really bad disorder. Not like Megalophobia is better, but Honorable is not good. Where's Megalophobia? Okay, there's Megalophobia. Oh, they're both right here, luckily. So, there's Megalophobia. You may not depart for hunts or showdowns with monsters that occupy more than 4 spaces on the showdown board. So, that's fine. It's currently none that do that anyway. More than 4 spaces. Yeah, I think the Phoenix is 4 spaces. So, Megalophobia, whatever. It's just... And then Honorable, he can't attack from its blind spot or if it's knocked down. So I'll take Megalophobia. Whew. Did not kill. Oh wait, no, there is no way to die. It's -1 permanent strength. Okay, good. There's no way to die from this. I thought I could get damaged to my arms, which would have killed her because she's got a heavy. Okay, so she's got Megalophobia, which is going to get rid of Squeamish. Okay, getting rid of Squeamish for Megalophobia. Megalophobia. Good job. And what is it? A random Gorm resource again? If you have 3+ courage, you may slay the infant and gain a random Gorm resource. Okay, going with another Gorm resource. Jiggling Lard, which is great. We've got quite a bit here. So Jiggling Lard. Okay. Yisa, time to do your blind exit. A 9. Crawling on your hands and knees to avoid the burning mists, pools of acid, gain the Acid Palms ability, and suffer -1 permanent movement. If you have legendary lungs fighting art, you may spend an extra time exploring and add acid, whatever. So she got -1 permanent movement. Great. Good thing this was like one of her last fights for Yisa. -1 permanent movement. So she's got 4 and was Acid Palms. Okay, there she goes. She's got Acid Palms. Neat, I guess. Would rather have had the movement. Lee. Don't be the same thing, please. It is the same thing. Okay, -1 movement is bad. We'll just get Acid Palms. Good. Acid Palms. And now Lee only has 4 movement. Great. Okay. And that's it. So, we're going to need to get legendary lungs, but whatever. So, a level 2, we get 4 basic resources. Here we go. 4 basic resources, and then 6 Gorm resources. And 4 basic. Monster Bone, Monster Hide, Skull, Monster Organ. Okay. When you gain the survivor of your choice, gains +1 insanity from the skull. Good for you, Yisa. You're back up to 7 insanity. Alright. And 6 Gorm resources. Let's get some of that hide, please. I don't think I have any of it. Stout hide. I have not gotten any of the hide. I'd like to have some. Would be great. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got none of the hide. Well, how many is in there? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are in there. I got none of them. I hate the Gorm. I hate Gorm. You can't get... So many organs. Whatever. So many organs. Barely any hide. I don't know if I can even complete... How much hide did I actually get? So I got 1 hide, which will be used for innovating. So aside from that, I got 1, 2, 3 hide, which is barely enough to finish the leather set before stupid hand. So just barely enough. Okay. Summon of the Brave, or we do have Summon of the Brave. Remove Gorm Climate from the next Lantern Year on the timeline. So we removed Gorm Climate. We had a very stressful fight because I couldn't bring one person. So that's it. We beat the Gorm level 2. So thank you so much for watching. Very stressful. Kenna almost died. She lost her reroll. It's not a very good situation to be in. So we have the settlement event, then we fight the hand. So thank you so much for watching. So very humbling. I'll see you in the next Lantern Year.